Yo, what's going on YouTube? GZTV back with another video. We are back here. I'm a little fucking toasty. I don't know why I have my shit ready to go already, but I'm getting ready to go to the boys' house. But before I do, we have this Walking Dead video to give you guys. The camera looks weird. I just got out of the shower. Yeah. I don't think the Baby Keem video is getting out tonight. I'm gonna be honest. I really wish it did. I really wish I was able to release that for you guys. Neither is the NBA recap. I mean, obviously, I just got into town. My whole night is fucking occupied, so that's kind of unfortunate. But you know what? We'll do what we have with. Okay, I can't talk. All right, cool. I'm a little away from the mic. I apologize. It's kind of like down here. Wait, hold on, one sec. Shit, I can't go down any further. The fuck? Okay. Live bait. Just happened. Live bait. Let's look at the plot here. So, in a flashback, the governor becomes indifferent and somewhat catatonic following his massacre of the Woodbury army. He killed all the people, and then he just started to go insane. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, and he just went into a depressive state, and he decided to leave everybody. It was kind of weird. I didn't realize that's what happened to the governor. And it's really cool to show what happened while we were gone from him, because the show didn't even really give a fuck about him once this war was kind of over. And it's not over anymore, because obviously the plot twist from the last episode implies the governor's still here, and he's still here to cause some trouble. And maybe in this episode that would beg to differ. I don't know, that idea. But afraid of what he might do, his henchman Cesar Martinez and Shumpert abandon him while he is asleep. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. They literally left him because they weren't really trusting of him. They just didn't know what he was going to do. He returns to the abandoned Woodbury and smashes through its walls, literally taking all of his anger, his frustration, his sadness, just destroying something that was once there and something that was once available to him. Just kind of getting rid of it, and he doesn't want a constant reminder of what he did to these people. He seems like a pretty good guy. He seems like pretty well-hearted in this episode, but you never know what's going to happen when he comes to forefronts with Rick's group. His former town is then overrun by walkers, and he burns the entire settlement to the ground before proceeding to aimlessly wander the countryside alone. So he's kind of like a lone wolf, living this nomadic lifestyle, going through the countryside, not sure where he wants to go, just aimlessly just walking around. Oh, man. You kind of feel for him when you watch this episode, but at the same time, you got to remember what he did to these people. A few months later, the bearded and weakened governor sees a young girl who resembles his deceased daughter Penny in the window of a nearby apartment building. So he sees some civilization, seizes the day, and decides to hole up with these people. And this is really interesting. This whole episode, by the way, is focused on the governor to get a really nice reintroduction of this character back into the show. I think that was almost necessary after the plot twist in the previous episode. Inside the building, he meets the Chamber family residing there. Lily, played by Audrey Marie Anderson. We're going to go through some of the actors and actresses because these are brand new characters. And Tara, played by Alana Masterson. The sister's father, David, played by Danny Vinson. And Lily's daughter, Megan, played by Mayrick Murphy. The girl the governor had seen earlier, and it looks like his daughter. And we will see that these two kind of have a bond. It's kind of cool. Alright, my friend just said I can go to his house, so I'll probably just finish this video up and then dip over there. The family has sufficient food and arms, and they are waiting for the National Guard to come help them, which is probably some false hope because they probably got overran by walkers. Let's be honest here. Let's be realistic. After explaining that he would only stay for the night, he fabricates a false story involving the fall of Woodbury and a new identity, Brian Harriet. A name he saw painted on a barn, so he picks up this new name. That's not his real name. Of course, we know his real name's Philip. We knew this from the show. Yeah, and you kind of forget about that because obviously it's been a while since we've really seen this character in the show like this. But, sorry, I don't want to play any music right now, phone. Okay. David then requests that the governor retrieve a backgammon set from a neighbor, which the governor does. He goes and does this. He does some services for this family, lets them know that's the love is genuine, he actually wants to be kind of a part of this family, and it's really interesting. Yeah. Despite having shot walkers, the family still don't know how to kill one and are unaware the unbitten, unscratched dead will reanimate. Like, these people have no fucking clue. They've, like, been holed up for the entire apocalypse. They're, like, completely unaware of their surroundings. So good thing a guy like the governor came around to kind of inform them about this and kind of give them the gist of what's going on with these walkers. Of course. The next morning, Lily asks the governor for one last favor before he leaves, because he is about to leave, and this ends up like persuading him to stay, as you see later on in the episode. Her father is dying of stage 4 lung cancer and requires oxygen tanks from a nearby old folks home. So one last thing, go get the oxygen tanks, of course, save his life. Yeah. The governor manages to retrieve 2 tanks from the nursing home following an encounter with walkers. Obviously, it's overrun. That's why they told him to do it, because he's like the man of the house right now. Man, that's funny. My friends are hilarious. But, yeah. The family begins to warm up to the governor, who is bonded with Megan, like, taught her some lessons, stuff like that. It's a really cool moment, and it shows, like, the genuineness of his character. It shows like how sympathetic he can be, like the soft side when he's not out there like corrupting a whole town of people. When the governor and Megan are playing chess, Lily approaches the governor and tells him that David has died from his illness. So all that for nothing, I guess. The governor got his oxygen tanks. They weren't able to save him. The guy dies, right? David dies. When David reanimates and attacks Tara, the governor bashes David's head in with one of the oxygen tanks. Now, obviously, this looks very barbaric on his part, but he's been learning, and he's kind of, like, grown numb to the idea of killing walkers, right? They're not actual people, and that's what these people kind of, like, learned as a lesson. They learned as a lesson, so that's cool. Megan begins to avoid the governor, but Tara and Lily eventually understand him for this act. Why the fuck would you be mad at him? You guys damn near died. I don't know. I support the governor in this. Like, obviously the governor is not a good character in the show in general based on what he's done, but holy shit. So after the governor buries David, he burns the photo of his wife and daughter, hoping to finally erase his old cool persona and to become a good person. Like, this is really cool symbolism in the show. He then comforts Megan about her grandfather's death, telling her, everything's okay, you got me, we'll do good things together. As he prepares for his departure, he approaches the chambers to say goodbye, but Lily insists that he stay, for he has become a part of their family. He's helped them out, he's shown some emotion a little bit, he's finally starting to talk to this family, he's getting comfortable. Why would you leave? It's a dumb idea. The group then leave the apartment in their food truck because they don't want the governor to leave them alone. Obviously, they're very dependent, I guess, hoping to find a safe haven in their journey. So, I mean, this nomadic lifestyle that we're really familiar with from some of the characters in the show, you go place to place, and once it gets overrun, you just move on. The governor and Lily become intimate during an overnight encounter. Of course they fucking do. The governor has some lust for women. Literally the second he met Andrea, they had sex. So yeah, it's crazy. When their truck breaks down, the family is forced to walk on foot. However, they must flee when they encounter a herd of walkers. So they're kind of thrown into harm's way here with the unfortunate situation of their truck breaking down and them having to make a run for it, kind of. The governor and Megan are separated from Lily and Tara, who has a damaged ankle, so she's like barely hobbling through and barely getting away from walkers. And they fall into a pit filled with walkers, which are killed by the governor. So he kills Megan, shows like this like fatherhood part of him, this like mentality that he can't let the little kid die, be playing hero, which is something you never really seen the governor do in this show, right? He assures Megan that he will let nothing harm her, and looks up to the pit to see a shocked Martinez. Yeah, man. David Morrissey is obviously the governor, and he gets a really big screen time here, which is really cool. But reception-wise, positive reviews from critics. 3.3 out of 5 for Sean McKenna. The governor's humanity was a plus in his new situation. The lack of action until the end of the episode was... But yeah, you kind of need filler episodes here and there in a hit show. I don't know. I don't really support his negativity there. 8.3 out of 10 on IGN. David Morrissey's performance as the governor was great. The mix of action and story was awesome. The dreamlike quality of the episode. The turn in the governor's character is a little interesting, I will say that. It doesn't seem all that natural, but I think we'll get used to it. Why not? I mean, he's a family man. He's going back to those roots. You get me. B- on the AV Club. Nearly every dramatic moment in the episode falls flat. It's different, but I'm not sure if that's enough. That's kind of what people are saying. That's all, man, and I apologize. I'm lacking in the video department tonight, but tomorrow, man, we got some videos coming for you guys. I'll have all day to make some videos. We'll be talking about Better Call Saul, because I just watched the 7th episode, I believe, of that, and I did that today. We'll be doing the Baby Keem review. We'll be doing the NBA recap. And yeah, we'll have the NBA recap on Sunday, of course, as well. And Sunday night. So that'll be sick. Yeah, guys, have a good rest of your day. I'm out.